B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh v'Natzliach. We know this week's Parasha is Parashat Balak, and also the yahrzeit of Rav Ruderman, Rav Yaakov Yitzchak Ruderman, the founding Rosh HaYeshiva of Ner Israel. So I'm going to say an idea from him. Tomorrow night is actually his yahrzeit, so I thought it was appropriate. We know this week's Parasha, the greatest prophet of the non-Jews, Bil'am, which knew the split second God gets angry, was hired to curse the Jews. God didn't get angry, and Bil'am was compelled and coerced into blessing the Jews rather than cursing them. The Seforno says an amazing miracle. One of the most famous miracles of the Torah happens in this week's Parasha, that Bil'am was on his way to curse the Jews, and his donkey refused to move. Then he was beating his donkey. The donkey spoke to him. He says, a miracle happens, that a donkey started communicating verbally with Bil'am and said, why did you hit me? Why are you bashing me? There's an angel in front of us, angel of mercy, that doesn't let us go and curse the Jews. So the Seforno, the great Italian commentator, says on this, Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid teilatecha. Pasuk from Tehillim. God, open my mouth so I should sing your praises. And Rav Ruderman explained, he said, what the Seforno is saying is something magnificent. Our body is full of miracles. Like everybody knows, in this past year, thank God, my father is much better. But health is the greatest wealth, and we should never underestimate and not acknowledge and appreciate the miracle of speech. And what the Seforno is saying is that, yes, there's this marvelous miracle that a donkey is able to speak and communicate with Bil'am. But how about us? Our larynx and our voice box, my father, may he be alive and well for 120 years. I remember he had a very dangerous thyroid surgery. They took out a thyroid gland tumor the size of a golf ball, small golf ball. He couldn't talk for many days, like a couple of weeks. And if you think about it, the whole vocal cords and larynx and the whole system going on there, we just accustomed to it. Our health, what's going on in our brain, our eyes, is a constant miracle. So what the Seforno is saying is, yes, there was this extraordinary miracle of a donkey speaking, but don't underappreciate and don't forget that every time you open your mouth, it's a great miracle. And it reminds me of an amazing story from Rav Shach and the Brisker Rav. They said when phones first came to Israel, Rav Shach called his mentor, the Brisker Rav, and said, wow, this is such an amazing, astonishing thing, the invention of the telephone. We have it in Israel now. We're able to talk to each other. I'm 100 miles away in Bnei Brak, and I could communicate you within Jerusalem. So the Brisker Rav told him the same idea. He said, how about every time we're able to speak? Why do we don't appreciate that? So may Hashem help us to realize. This is why it's so important to thank God. After Modeh Ani, there's like a dozen blessings. We thank God for walking, talking, being able to stand, being able to see. Right after Modeh Ani, the first pages of the Jewish prayer book, we have to acknowledge that everything we do, our heart beating, our mind thinking, our vocal cord being able to just make such beautiful music. It's unlimited, the amount of different noises and different melodies where we could pronounce from our vocal cords. So health is the greatest wealth. Let's appreciate the constant miracles also. And one of those amazing miracles amongst walking and talking and being able to, our whole digestive system working and our heart, our brain, is the miracle of speech. We should always use it to say positive words, Like King David says, God created our vocal cords on our mouth to sing His praises and appreciate God's blessing. Amen. And don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful Shabbat.